I like to make my reparations in spirit by making sure the black characters are the choo-choo train conductors on top, and I put the white workers.
Hello, my friends. Welcome to the show. So glad you could be here today. We have a great one planned for you. Apparently, the left, or at least somebody, is planning on boycotting alcohol, which, in my personal belief, there's only an upside to that. So I don't know. I could be wrong. It looks like we owe a lot of our culture to the African American culture. That's kind of news to me, but claims have been made, and we're going to get to that and a lot more. You have a lot of liberal madness to get through, so let's get to it, my friends. Let's get on with the rest of the show. All right, we are going to be starting off with a few memes, so let's jump right in. Doctors have gone on strike, but their demands are unclear. Well, let's get the rest of that story. Oh, yeah, that's that's pretty typical, I think, of most doctors. I'm not exactly sure why a lot of doctors' handwriting is just horrible, or maybe that's just a super stereotype. Any doctors out there, let me know. It's I don't know, maybe a doctor's brain just works differently when it comes to handwriting. Woke Portland politician who demanded unhoused neighbors, give me a break, they're homeless, crying out loud, be given a place to sleep. Okay, I mean, that's regardless of how you're, defining them, which is stupid to say unhoused neighbors. I think that's a pretty noble goal. Let's see what else is going on here. Has home torched by homeless person. Wow, if that's not, I don't know if that's karma. That's kind of anti-karma. I don't know. What do you think? It's funny that liberals can differentiate between 85 genders, but can't tell the difference between legal and illegal immigrants. I mean, that's only two, right? That's only two categories. Should be simple. All right, my friends, it is time. We have arrived at that deep liberal pool of madness. So sit back, relax, and buckle up. We're about to enter the Lib Zone.
So I guess we're boycotting alcohol, which is easy for me because I haven't drank in 21 days, and that was just because I went to a concert. Like, let's do this. Let's boycott alcohol. I think the shit's horrible for people anyway. I've seen people ruin their lives with that shit. Me included.
Wow, I finally agree with the hard left liberal. Has hell frozen over? Because I agree too.
We need to stop calling food stamps SNAP benefits. Language matters. It's food rights. If they're saying they're taking away SNAP benefits, it's like a privilege, a bonus, a perk. We're doing you a favor. They're not doing us a favor. Language matters. The way we say it is the way we hear it. And even subconsciously, we hear benefit, we go, well, that's a nice benefit, but we don't need it. And food is a right. Food is a right, even if they don't acknowledge it. We acknowledge it. Food is a right. Start calling SNAP benefits food rights. Your right to eat.
Oh my gosh, people, food is not a right. It is not found in the Constitution. That phrase is nowhere to be seen in the Bill of Rights. So just get off of it. Be grateful for the help that we as taxpayers are giving you. There are a lot of people that really need SNAP or food stamps or whatever you want to call it to survive. And because America is great and we're very charitable, we want to take care of those people, of course, without even blinking an eye. But it's these people that take advantage of the program and essentially steal from all of us. So, yeah, you've been completely brainwashed on this subject, my dear. I'm sorry. It should be called government cheese again. I personally don't get my rights from the government. You know, I was just watching a documentary, something that mentioned government cheese. That's weird. Oh, it was the documentary on Eddie Murphy. And anyways, there was a discussion that was had in amongst him and a few other comedians, and they mentioned government cheese, and Eddie Murphy said that he'd never had government cheese growing up, and some of the other, they were all black comedians, Chappelle and Rock. Anyways, they're all everybody else was like, "Oh, we totally had government cheese." Anyways, it's the side story. It doesn't really matter, but let's move on. The amount of cultural appropriation in this video is literally violence.
I forgot my KN95, so I went to the store in my P100.
What? How many different kind of masks do you rock, lady? Okay, I really just, I don't understand at this point in time, so far out from COVID being completely done, how people can still wear masks. I mean, I understand some people want to wear masks because they're sick and they don't want to spread germs. Fine, whatever, that's cool. But that's clearly not what this chick is doing. She is mentally disturbed, and she's been brainwashed from COVID that air is toxic or something, that she needs a mask everywhere she goes. I wouldn't be surprised if she puts it on in the car.
People are f***ing terrified.
Take me to your needle.
There I go.
I know this video is going to make some people mad, but honestly, I just really hate when white men complain about anything. Anything. Because it's like the world is literally set up, made. The system is created to benefit white males specifically. Not women, not people of color, white males. And like, we, the rest of us, have to just deal with crap all the time and like just be like, oh well, that sucks, the world's unfair. And then something happens to a white man and all of a sudden it's everyone's problem. And it's like, honestly, I don't give a crap, because we've all been dealing with the unfairness our entire lives, and you're just now like, something's happening to you that you feel is not right, and all of a sudden, oh my god, this is terrible. Like, honestly, couldn't give a crap. Couldn't give a crap.
Yeah, you're totally right. We don't give a crap either.
I just would like to know where would America be without our culture? We have offered and given so much without little recognition. Look at this.
Ladies and gentlemen, step right up for another amazing banger by Lex Blaze and Daddy Paul. Touchdown to Heathrow, DP and me, bro. About to hit the club and turn the shoot to a freak show. Look through the peephole, everybody geek, yo. Need to get girl with an extremely deep. See 6 midgets that be fighting, juggling. Maybe it's just me, cause my mind is struggling. Babes, boyfriend is acting like a clown. Know what's going down every time that we in town. Take a look through the peephole, yo. Everybody's getting geek, bro. Stop the hate and let them neeks know that we turn the club into a freak show. Turn the club to a freak show.
Our music, our dance moves, our style of dress. You are all very welcome.
Well, I think America is going to be just fine without that last dance routine we just saw. So, oh yeah, one more thing. When are you going to thank the Viking culture for the braids they're wearing? Oh, what's that? You're not going to? Oh, okay.
I just read that South Carolina just executed a man by firing squad. I was like, what? Firing squad. This is their third execution by firing squad. What? I think just this year, I wasn't quite clear on that, if that was just like total or for this entire year. They've executed 5 people and 3 of them were by firing squad. What?
And the problem is what exactly? Look, Utah has the firing squad option for the death penalty. I have no problem with that. And I think it's a good thing South Carolina's taking out some of their garbage. And here we have a typical liberal woman being led by the nose ring they so love wearing. And who is holding the leash? That's the Democratic Party. Yeah, of course.
I might be a broke white, but I am a woke white. So whenever I put my daughter's choo-choo train toys away, I like to make my reparations in spirit by making sure the black characters are the choo-choo train conductors on top, and I put the white workers down. Also, you see, we have a Chinese or an Asian representative up here as well, who they are all getting paid handsomely, full benefits, parental leave. They get paid okay, but reparations, so they're getting paid. This is my small contribution.
So you made the black characters working and everyone else writing? What a mess. Her answer is to make the minority serve the white passengers. Maybe there's like a subliminal messaging going on there? I don't know. This person doesn't have any children. That was a lie they made up to justify playing reparation with toys that she bought for herself. That could be a good working theory.
White people should have no authoritarian power over black people. None. If black people go into court, we need to be ruled in the court of black jurors and black judges, everything. Black people shouldn't be policed by white people. Black people shouldn't be going to medical places by white. It should be so normal that it should be American. Like, this should be the normal thing in America. But it's looked at as weird for black people to only police themselves, only hold themselves accountable, only treat themselves and nurse themselves. It's only looked at as weird because white people are in the business of ruling over black people. But in no way should they be ruling over us whatsoever. We need that psychological safety. And it's beyond psychological. We need that actual safety of our lives. America has already proved this country directly and unjustifiably will unalive black people just for being black. It's still a part of the American fabric. They just pretending now they don't need no power or no positions of power over us. No positions of authority. They ain't got no power. They tricking us into thinking that this shit is okay because we see, oh well, other white people working. No, they could work for them. They could work for them. We ain't supposed to be working for them. If we gonna have our own system, we need to be working for ourselves and developing our own system. We could figure out the way that shit work when we work it out. But this shit ain't for us. This for them.
Up next is a lady that I think she's an actual horrible woman. I'm sure she takes care of her kids from day to day, daily needs and stuff like that. But psychologically, she's a monster. She is a classic TDS sufferer. And it's not just about TDS being a mental illness. This is a manufactured psychosis that has been pushed onto to the people that tend to be on the left. Now, why that is, I don't know if they're just weak-minded or what, but this is not by mistake. And unfortunately, her kids are going to be the ones that suffer the results of her delusional derangement or whatever you want to call it. Check it out.
So, year 2 of not having the holidays with my family. Because I am a person who thinks that everyone deserves rights. Rights to their own body, rights to live, love who they want to, rights to eat, all of those things.
Well, doesn't little Johnny have the right to go see Grandma and Grandpa at Thanksgiving? I mean, why should your kids suffer because of your selfish inability to cope with reality?
It's hard. And I have, my husband and my kids, and it was good last year. We have fun. It's wonderful. I'm like the luckiest woman in the entire world.
Yeah, that your husband doesn't divorce you.
But it's hard for me because when I was younger, I had 36 first cousins. I still do, but 36 first cousins. So we didn't need friends. We didn't need any friends. We had our siblings and our cousins, and I had the most amazing childhood. I really did. Like, it was just fun. And, but holidays were always filled with like all of my aunts and uncles and cousins and everybody having fun. And I'm like the most nostalgic person.
These people are sick.
I am trigender, which means like a triangle, I have 3 genders. Male, female, and non-binary. And the difference between trigender and gender fluid is that I feel all 3 of these genders at the same time.
Surely you can't be serious.
All the time. It doesn't ever shift or change, or where I feel one gender more strongly than the other, like gender fluid tends to be. Also, I should recognize and accept that a lot of people don't see non-binary as a third gender. They see it as something completely separate from the binary of male and female. Yeah. But for me, it's like a third gender, or I guess you could call it a third identity.
Yeah, we call it schizophrenia. You might want to go see a professional for help, my dear.
All right, I'm back because white people on the internet, my fellow white people on the internet, are continuing to hold up a mirror to me about how terrible we as white people are and have been. So there's no such thing as anti-white racism.
What did you say?
The reason there's no such thing as anti-white racism is inherent in the definition of racism is that it's an institution, it's systemic. Which means that it occurs at all levels of society. And it's deeply embedded in all levels of society. So starting very early with healthcare, right? It's embedded in healthcare, it's embedded in housing, it's embedded in zoning, education, every stage of life and every level of society. Housing, after that, into job hunting. After that, it's embedded in careers, in climbing the corporate ladder.
Up next, we have a lady that has been featured on the show before, and I think I might start featuring her a little bit more often because everything she says is absolutely based, and it's true. She kind of feels like a female version of Charlie Kirk in a way, but yeah, she's pretty good. She drops some serious truth bombs. Take a listen.
So Democrats don't care about you. They care about power, and they'll champion whatever cause stirs the most emotion in you, all in the name of compassion. But it's not compassion, it's control. Because if the problems that they campaigned on were ever actually solved, they'd lose that control. If they really cared about poor people, success would be measured by how many people get off of welfare, not how many stay on it. If they really cared about immigrants, they wouldn't push for a legal entry where people are exploited and used as political pawns. If they really cared about Black and brown kids, they'd fight for school choice, not trap them in failing schools just to please the unions. If they really cared about justice, they'd care about victims, not just criminals. If they really cared about women, they'd empower us to build strong families, not just fight for our right to abortions. If they really cared about trans youth, they'd focus on mental health and healing, not turning confused kids into lifelong medical patients. If they really cared about Black lives, they'd care about all of them, including the thousands lost every year to violence, fatherlessness, and abortion. If they really cared about the middle class, they wouldn't tax your paycheck to fund programs that keep people dependent on the government. You see, Democrats don't actually want progress. They want dependence. Some people rely on the party for a check. Others rely on it for a sense of moral superiority. But dependence is dependence no matter how you dress it up. And the moment you can think and thrive on your own, you stop needing them. And that is their biggest fear. They'll use your pain for politics, your struggles for sympathy, and your emotions for power, but they'll never fix the system that keeps you dependent. I know because I used to fall for it too. I believed the slogans, the outrage, the guilt, but the moment I started asking questions, the moment I stopped letting my emotion do my thinking, that's when I found true freedom. There's freedom in waking up. If you've been feeling disillusioned, you're not crazy. You're waking up. And waking up doesn't have to mean loving Donald Trump. It means loving truth. It means loving common sense. It means believing in small government, strong families, and self-reliance over government reliance. Because the real power in your vote is not granting more programs. It's demanding less dependency, more accountability, and stronger Americans.
Here's a funny little skit that highlights the absurdities of Mamdani becoming mayor of New York City and really points out how his radical policies may affect the citizens living there.
Mamdani just got elected as the New York mayor.
Yeah, I just saw the news. How do you guys feel about that?
Amazing. Couldn't be more excited.
Hold up, you're happy about it?
Of course, he's gonna do so much good for New Yorkers. We can't wait.
I'm sorry, you guys do know the policies that he's trying to implement in New York City. You do know them, right?
Well, not off the top of our head, no.
Oh, wow, okay, let's just go through the list for a little bit, shall we?
Yeah, let's do it.
Great.
Yeah.
For starters, he wants to abolish all private property and tax wider neighborhoods.
Okay, you're definitely making that up.
Yeah, I wish I was making that up.
What?
He also wants to defund the police and replace them with social workers while freeing most criminals in jail.
Okay, now you've got to be joking.
Yep, I really wish I was.
What?
Guys, I'm not going to cite my sources in this video, but every single thing I say is 100% fact. And if you don't believe me, there's a wonderful invention called Google. I suggest you look it up.
For real?
Yeah, he also wants to tax companies so high that it forces them to leave New York City, along with tens of thousands of jobs.
Seriously?
On top of that, he also wants to create spaces for homeless people to do drugs in a public setting.
What? No way.
And last but certainly not least,
More?
he is not against scrutinizing people of Jewish faith.
For real? Wait, you're telling me he's our mayor now?
Ladies and gentlemen, New Yorkers,
Yes?
that is who you voted for. Congrats.
Oh my God! What have we done?
You done f***ed up is what you did.
Guys, how do we fix this?
Anyways, good luck with that. The rest of the country's gonna sit back and grab their popcorn and watch this shit show about to start.
But wait, what do we do?
Should be fun. Okay.
For real?
Oh boy.
Well, here we are. It's Friday, and we are just literally minutes away from the border to Canada as we flee the U.S. Who would have thought at age 60 that this would be our day and our plan and our actions? And I know fleeing sounds dramatic and like something from a movie, but it's really true. We just feel so scrutinized and so silenced and so being portrayed as enemies within and being portrayed as domestic terrorists because we're standing up for what we believe in this country and what we believe is being violated and is going into an authoritarian regime, and is in it actually, and has been since he hit the ground running in January, the day he was inaugurated.
Oh, brother, this guy stinks!
It's time for Dave's Detox. Oh, that's a badger.
Hi guys, my dog doesn't like opera music.
Oh, it's just so close. Yet so far away. Let me join you. Oh my gosh, that is so cute. Is that a little baby hedgehog? Looks like a little baby hedgehog. Hello.
Stop.
Aww. It's a cute Doberman.
No.
Okay, what is this guy doing? What is he kidnapping? Okay, that has to be his cat, right? But what was it doing? Why didn't you just go in the hallway? Go knock on the door. Just have to risk his life.
You see, petting the dog is one of the most relaxing things you can possibly do. It releases a hormone called oxytocin, which reduces stress. Also, it lowers your heart rate and it lowers your blood pressure.
Okay, we're done. We are done, my friends, and I hope you enjoyed the episode. And thank you for all those that subscribed today. And for anybody to hit that thumbs up button, I appreciate it. Listen, before you take off, there are going to be a couple of videos that pop up here, right around here and right around here in just a second. I think you're going to really enjoy them. So until the next episode, stay safe, know that you are loved and appreciated, and have a great day.
I got nightmares in my head, I fear that the thoughts build up until I can't hear.